The year of 2021 can be the best year ever for you, I promise. And I got some really beautiful downloads from the Pleiadians just now. And I want to give you a very simple but very important and profound message so that 2021 can be the best and not the worst year for you, because both are possible. So I'm going to explain that in this video. But first of all, take a look at this. When I come to a beautiful place, I think of you and I'm inspired to share with you. I know I haven't been on YouTube very much lately, but you know, even this little Pleiadian starseed has burnout sometimes. Okay, I've been a little burned out, low energy, even though really beautiful things are happening all the time and I'm getting signs. I'm going to walk around a bit so you guys can take a look at what's happening in the background there. All right, so what has been happening lately? The last few weeks have been tough. I really have felt that shift. Have you felt it? I had to purge so many hooks and cords and a lot of heaviness. The heaviness of the year has been weighing down on me, I feel, in the past few weeks. So that's why I was pretty burned out. Also, I've done a lot for others this year. I've done a lot of traveling. There's been, energetically a lot happening. But as always, intention is everything. And if you expect the best case scenario, then you will win. So let us come to the first point. The very first point that the Pleiadians were showing me just now was that you must, under all circumstances, for yourself, expect the best and go move and act from a best case scenario, right? A lot of people are telling me, no, you have to be prepared. You always have to, go from a point of worst case scenario, but that is not true. It is absolutely not true. Look at this. The moon is up there. Can you see it? The moon right there. So expect the absolute best and plan from a best case scenario. This has to be in your mind. We always talk about visualization of what you want, the paradise matrix, visualizing a beautiful life. 5D new earth is here. And this is because the law of attraction always works. We know about the law of attraction, but a lot of us are like, okay, well, who knows? We might run out of food. We should go and buy a lot of food. And that is actually thinking in the worst case scenario mindset. And we have to stop that. We have to think that the best will happen for us. What is the best case scenario for 2021 for you? And with that, we step out of all these things that are pushed upon us by the media. Everything that's happening always brings out the worst case scenario thinking in us. So step number one for the best 2021 is the best case scenario. What is the best that could happen? Think about it. What's the absolute best scenario that could happen for you? I'm going to tap on this so you can see the background. Oh, isn't this beautiful? Let me go over here. Let me go over here. I'll turn it around while I'm talking, okay? Okay, so number one, think of, imagine, visualize your personal best case scenario. And that brings us to point number two, which is the main point, okay? The main point. Now, think about what I just said. I said your personal best case scenario. And some of you say, yes, but how can I have a best case scenario? Look what's happening in the world. I don't have opportunities. There's lockdowns. There's all of this going on. Now, I said personal best case scenario for a reason. So this is the reason. And the reason is this, that we know that there is a huge split happening, the 3D, 5D split, the lower versus higher consciousness split, the negative timeline versus the positive timeline split. We know this is happening. And this is happening because each and every person does have a choice. We always say, yes, we are ascending, we have reached the threshold, which is true. We have reached the threshold of ascension of our Mother Earth, Gaia. We have, but still, each and every single soul has free will and choice. They choose what they want. They have to take the steps. They have to make the decision, the choice. They have to do their work. They have to be open to higher consciousness. And we know that a lot of people are not on this planet. So when everyone talks about we're ascending, we are ascending. But the whole ascension process is not going to happen overnight. And each and every soul on this planet has to make his or her choice if they're going to ascend now, when they're going to ascend, if they're going to be even open to it. They're not going to be completely pulled along or magically brought up in their vibration by us, the light workers. They have the opportunity, but each person has to make his and her choice. And if you look at the earth, if you look at the world, realistically, do you know that we still have 50 dictatorships right now? 50 dictatorships where people are not free, where the vibration is very, very low, where there is a lot of oppression. And the rest of the world, how free is it? We know. There's a lot going on, the fight between dark and light. Right now, we're in the thick of it. And 2021 is going to be like this. There is going to be a split that is even bigger. It will show itself. So this is why it can be the best or the worst year of your life. The split is going like this and like this. I'm holding the phone. That's why I can't do it with two hands. We have been going like this, and the split has occurred. And 2021, we're going to see a really stark contrast between that negative timeline going down and the positive timeline going up for humanity, for the collective, not for our Earth Mother Gaia. She is ascending. She is ascending. But there is an energetic split where in 2021 it's going to be more crass. It's going to be more evident. And you can choose whether to truly, boom, take off, or whether you will be dragged down and down again and again and again, and then most of your consciousness can stay down there. Remember, we are multidimensional beings. We are standing in 3D and 5D at the same time. So it is possible right now, because everything is like swirling. I see the times and the energies, positive, negative, dark and light, they're swirling. And there's a huge, I would say, energetic draw downward into the negative timelines, into fear, into darkness, into manipulation and everything. And a big part of humanity is going to go that way in 2021. There is no doubt about it. If some of you are saying, yes, we're ascending, the whole collective of humanity is suddenly gonna, it's not happening. How many people do you know that are truly open, that are truly wanting something good, that are open, that are high vibrational? It's going to take some time, and it's going to take many generations for everybody to get that far, if they even do. So how I see it is a small percentage of us are truly moving up into that positive timeline. And a positive timeline means that the collective, the churning of the collective, does not affect you negatively. That's what I said about best case scenario for you. The best case scenario for you may not be the same as the best case scenario for the rest of the world. So this split is big. The majority of human beings are still in the downward spiral, not in the upward spiral of time. But you can choose to be in the upward spiral. And that means that in 2021, we, the awakening starseeds, we who want the 5D, we who are stepping into 5D, we who are already halfway there, we will see a lot of bad stuff happening, because the negative timeline collective is still moving down. So I see it as the main collective. Most people on Earth, a large percentage on Earth, are still in that fear-based, control-based negative timeline. And I see it as though they're like individuals, whoo, 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 flying up, whoo, whoo, whoo. And the more people fly up, from the negative to the positive timeline, the larger the positive timeline becomes and the smaller the negative timeline becomes. And you have to make a very, very conscious choice to stay in the positive. So for you, the higher you go up, the lower some other people will go. And you will think, wow, if I look at what's happening in the collective, how can I even ascend? How is it even possible for someone to be happy if so many are miserable? But it is possible, and that's how it's going to be. So you have to find a way to energetically detach completely from the collective. Yes, we are part of the collective, but if we are energetically attached, if we have these cords, attachments, even this deep empathy that we feel, if we have that attached to the collective, we will be dragged down into it again and again and again. So you have to make a conscious choice. Cut yourself energetically from the collective and from all people who are a little bit negative. You have to stand in your sovereign power, all your energy belonging to you. And this is what the Pleiadians said. They said you have to cut the energetic cords and ties and negative little strings and hooks and cords. They're like the spider web. I always talk about the spider web of the matrix. We're in the matrix like this, right? You got to cut those spider webs and free yourself, or else you will be in the spider web of the negative collective matrix too much, and then it's going to be hard for you to raise your vibration. We've all been pulled up and down so much this year, but as the split is more stark and more extreme, that means we can go higher and higher, and we can experience life on earth with success in a beautiful way, happy, living our best life. And it's up to you if you're going to look at the collectors and say, wow, but look at this, look at how everyone is suffering. We have to be high and shine our light so that we can hold the collective, right? Critical mass, that's always talked about, is the amount of energy that is held at a higher level for Gaia to be able to ascend. And you know that one person at a very high vibration equals 1,000,000 people at a very low vibration. That's why we don't need very many starseeds or lightworkers. Let me walk a little more here. We don't need that many starseeds and lightworkers of a very high vibration to hold the rest of humanity. But each and every one of you is very, very, very important. And you count. You who's watching, you have a very high vibration, or else you wouldn't be here. You count for maybe 10,000, 100,000, 1,000,000, 10 million people. And if you let yourself be affected so much by everything that's happening, your vibration will be lower. You will not be able to shine your light to, to count as this equilibrium that we need. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, guys? So this can be the best year for you. The absolute best, 2021. But only if you work on your level of spiritual mastery, only if you are able to disconnect from the matrix and be your own self. Recently, I did a ritual again. I keep doing them. I did a ritual again, disconnecting myself from the matrix, from certain family members, from negative energies, purging, clearing all the time, purging, clearing all the time. And I feel, like I said in many videos, if the whole world burns down around me, no matter what happens, I can stand in my sovereign field, feel good, be happy, have a good life, be successful, shine my light so that I can hold others, so I can hold the energy of others, so I can be a light to others. Does that make sense? Because a lot of people may say, but how can I feel so good if everyone else is suffering? Oh, look at this little boat, guys. Look at this little boat. Oh, look at this. Isn't this cute? A little boat right here. Yeah. Hello there and goodbye. Beautiful. Yeah. Okay. So, did you do that ritual? Did you take advantage of the 21st? If you didn't, it doesn't matter. The rest of this month, the next 3 or 4 weeks into January, will be a perfect time to purge, to rid yourself. It's easy. Think about everything you don't want in your life. People, situations, feelings, anything. Write it on a piece of paper. Burn it. Throw it in the ocean. Stand on top of a hill and proclaim, I am free. I purge myself from all negative things in my life. It doesn't matter how you do it. There is no specific way you need to do it. Just make sure you become clear what is good, what is bad in your life. What do you want? What don't you want? Rid and purge, rid and purge. It's still a good time to do that. And then the next step is looking forward. Looking at your best case scenario for next year. Intending what it is that you want. Looking at everything positive and good. Looking for people who are positive. Talking to friends. Making new friends that are positive and of high vibration. Working with your intention. What is it that you want? And then this year, 2021, will be the best year because we've learned a lot. We have learned so much. We've empowered ourselves. We've already purged a lot. We've learned, we know. We have been conditioned. We are light warriors. I feel very ready for 2021. And you know, whatever happens, come on, bring it on, because we'll be able to handle it. We are warriors of light. This year has prepared me for anything. I'm ready for anything. For anything. Doesn't matter what comes. It's not going to pull me down. It's not going to ruin my life. Nothing can happen that can bring me down because I'm ready. I'm ready, right? The first shock of 2020 is behind us. I know if you keep looking at world news and listening to everyone, it's apparently getting worse, but it doesn't have to get worse for you. It does not have to get worse for you, all right? I promise you. I promise you. So that was basically that message for you. Let's make it a beautiful year. Ask your spirit guides to step in to help you open doors in 2021. Ask your spirit guides to keep you in the divine flow in 2021. Always, every day, give thanks to what you have. Practice gratitude. Be clear on what it is that you want and visualize that. See that. Look at that every single day. The things you don't want, purge them. You can purge it in a second. Boom, boom, boom. You can purge it in a second. We still have that time window open. Remember, the next 3 or 4 weeks to purge whatever you want in a second. All your karma. Clear it. Be done. That's it. And then, once you've done that, turn around into the future. Look into the future of what it is that you want. Become clear. I've had so many doors open recently. It's very interesting. I'm doing many, many beautiful new things this year. Let me just lean against here. Hope I don't fall down. Ooh, there's the water. Yes. Thank you, dear seagull. Thank you. Yes, that's right. Recently, for me, it's been very interesting. So many new opportunities have come into my life since the 21st. That day, the 21st of December, I was planning to do a live video. The power went out. We got snowed in. So many things happened. It was crazy. It was a crazy day. And the weeks before that, so many things had come up from the past. Relationships, weird things, negative things, heaviness, symptoms. I got a total burnout syndrome. But then on the 21st, things started to shift and change. On that day, I did my first trade in cryptocurrency. That's what I'm going to do. It popped up. I felt inspired. Suddenly, this theme popped up. I've always wanted to be a trader. A trader. And I discovered cryptocurrency, and it is so aligned to me. I'm like, that's my thing. I understand it. So on the 21st, I did my first trade with Bitcoin, right? So that's something that is opening up suddenly. I'd never planned for that, but I know that it's going to be so much fun, and that's going to be part of my new prosperity in 2021. So many other things have shown up, opened every day. Animals are coming with messages. I'm seeing beautiful light codes coming through the ice. Angel wings on my window. Today's the 22nd of December. So Saturn and Jupiter in the winter solstice left me signs in my car so I could find them in the morning. Look at this. Look at this. Isn't that amazing? This is the back. Can you see it? And look at this. Look at these patterns. This is what's coming for me next year. I see this as light codes, as beautiful, pure patterns left to me by my guides, by my angels, by the Pleiadians, by my new unicorn spirit guide. Those are angel wings, and each guide left a different message for me. And I know that that's what it is. And it's so beautiful, so beautiful. Emails on the 21st. Also, an email that I received was the confirmation of my new company, which is called Cosmic Academy, officially as an incorporation. I'm going to have a true company. I'm going to be the owner of an incorporated company, Cosmic Academy Limited. That came in on the 21st as well. So be open, look for opportunities, pull it in, expect it. And when you expect good things, they come. You know, when you ask, you create a vacuum. You ask, seriously, you ask for something, you create a vacuum and it must come in. That is just a law. You ask, wow, what good thing is going to come today? What am I going to experience today? What good email message? What good phone call, text is going to come today? Which one? I'm excited. And you will be surprised because you're creating a vacuum. You're opening a space. It's like you're opening a lid under a waterfall and the water must come in, right? So that's what it is. And for the new year, I've got so many beautiful projects and videos planned. And once I am a little rested, then I will do more videos for you, all right? Because I have missed you so much. But, you know, sometimes you just can't do it. Sometimes you can. Sometimes it's not possible. So I hope you guys forgive me for that. I don't want to make this too long. I'm going to go back into my car. I'm waiting in line right there. Here, I'll give you another shot. There you see, that's the lineup for the ferry. Give you another little walk around here. This is where you can wait for the ferry. And right here, not a pretty looking thing, but that's where the ferry comes to. But look at this. Here, the sailboats, the moon, right there. Look at this. Look at that boat with a swarm of seagulls coming up. That's interesting. Look at that. Look how beautiful this is. This is no filter, guys. These are the colors of the setting sun. So you see, when you ask, beautiful signs and opportunities, animals, spirit animals, people, messages, beautiful things will come into your life if you ask. And if you're open to it and if you expect it. Do you know how much joy this brings me right now? This boat with all the seagulls around it. Oh, that's so beautiful. Look at that. You see, and I want to leave you with that picture. I want to leave you with that picture. These seagulls, they're for you. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Yes, hello, my friend. They came here to show you that what I'm saying is right. Right? Oh yes, yes, my friends. You see, these seagulls are here for you saying, be free, fly, swim, play. Do you think these seagulls care what's going on in the world? Do they care about pandemics or anything else? They're living their best life. And you can too. Be like the seagull. Be like these beautiful birds. All right. Okay. So, thank you so much. I hope this message has helped and uplifted you a little bit. I hope you have beautiful, beautiful, beautiful holidays. I hope you have a beautiful time. I'm going to send a huge energetic hug and many beautiful ocean and seagull light codes. You see, these are light codes. Everything you're seeing is light codes off the water there. I'm sending this to you. I'm thinking about you. And next year, let's make it the best together. And I'm going to help you do that, all right? I'm going to help you make it the best year. And we're going to soar. We're going to fly. I promise you. Love you all so much. Thank you, Cosmic Empress.